More information on the Completionist charity situation. Let's see.
I guess I'll listen to the audio right now. Did Gerard allude to paying Muda and Carl off? New audio recording. He knew that he was going to get canceled, citing attachments to controversies like JonTron and Pro Jared. How does this keep getting worse?
The last thing I want to do is ruin the legacy of my family, of my mom and her memory, especially because this is such a personal thing for the last 25 years of my life. I'm not trying to be like, do you guys want money to help me hide this? It's not what this is at all. I'm just asking from a humanity perspective of like, if I am the target of this, I have 20 mouths to feed. I have sponsors. I have a business. I'm trying to make video games. I'm trying to get out of content creation.
Okay, I get it. First of all, for those of you who think this is bribery, or those of you who are thinking this could be bribery, this is blatantly not bribery. Bribery is a very specific term where money, influence, gifts, physical goods, or future possibilities get exchanged for something. Here he is not offering anything, and here he is even saying not money or anything, blah blah. So whatever this cannot be considered bribery. Now everyone knows what this is, but this cannot be factually considered bribery.
So I don't have to worry about YouTube anymore and do better things in the world. And I just know because of my track record of
It's good. You know, maybe he could do charity full time.
Things like G4 exploding, me being friends with JonTron when he was a racist. I've been a part of Pro Jared, like pulling one thread about the
Does anything of that matter?
charity thing is going to upheave my entire life in a way that scares the living crap out of me.
True.
And I don't want to go home tonight and tell everyone, hey, there is a gigantic thing coming to claim my career and you all have to close down and find somewhere else to do. I know this is shitty me to say this. I'm not trying to ask for sympathy or anything, but this kind of stuff, I mean, I've been following your guys' stuff for years. The stuff with Billy Mitchell, Carl, the stuff that you've done, Mudo, with tons of content creators over the years.
Billy Mitchell videos.
Like, there's no nuance to this. People are going to see this, and they're going to immediately go, that Gerard guy who's been nice to a bunch of people actually isn't very nice overall. Fuck him. Let's get rid of him. And
he understands what's happening, okay? Do not mistake in one thing about the situation, by the way. It doesn't matter what happens now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the U.S. president comes out and pardons the completionist at this point. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the IRS, FBI, and whoever do an investigation in him and say that he's innocent. It doesn't matter if Karl Jobst and Mudahar post 100 videos saying everything that they said about the completionist is wrong and he's actually completely innocent. None of that matters. The completionist's life is forever over. Whatever he was doing, whatever he was planning, all of that is going to dust because for the rest of his life, he will be known as the charity scam guy. Even if he is proven, by the way, 100% innocent, that is still gonna be what he is on the internet. When you Google him, that's the first thing that you're gonna see about him. When he posts something, people, there's always going to be some comment, hey, you're the charity scam guy. His life is without question over, no matter what happens here. So I'm very excited for him potentially suing Karl Jobst and Mudahar. Because, man, what else does he actually have to do? Nothing. He has no options. Whatever his future plans were, as a public figure, even as a private individual, he can't do anything. His life is over no matter what.
Okay, I mean, I don't really see that as being, like, really that bad. Yeah, I don't really think it's, like, super awful or anything like that. Let's see if there's another video. Just good guy image. Okay, yeah, this is the other one.
Wait, are you gonna completely ignore the fact that he mentioned money or anything? That's probably why people want you to watch this in the first place. Like, come on.
Yeah, yeah, it wasn't that bad. Like, people are taking it a bit too far. Like, of course he's going to say that. Of course he's going to say, he's going to have that opinion. Like, I think anybody in his position would say that. And it's like, realistically,
I get it. Anyone in his position would say that. Okay, that's not opinion. Asmongold is talking about him just saying them to not pursue this further. Yeah, that is a completely reasonable thing to do. It doesn't matter if you're guilty or not, by the way, at that point. Because, again, the completionist's life is, without question, completely destroyed at this point. Because of Mudahar and Karl Jobst. Without question. Nothing can now happen for it to be fixed.
He wouldn't have tried to pay them off because, I mean, I don't know, maybe he would have, right? Because seems like kind of a dumbass. But, I mean, you put somebody in an extremely stressful situation where, like, potentially something that's like their career is now on the line, and you just record them talking. Well, they're gonna say stupid stuff. Like, most people are not very measured with what they say. Because, like, Gerard is not a live streamer. He's not a politician. He's not a,
He actually is, but, whatever.
Professional spokesperson.
I mean, he's right in general. He's just wrong about Gerard. A lot of people put in a stressful situation like this will say a lot of random stupid shit. That is true. That is why everyone always gets advised, do not tell the cops anything. Because that is not advised because you shouldn't tell the cops anything. That is advised because you're probably stressed. You probably don't know saying what is bad. So, you're better off not saying anything.
Person for a large, Fortune 500 company. Like, he's just this random, beardy boy on the internet that plays video games.
No, he's not.
Well, not really, though. Like, he does do live streams. Oh, he does?
Please! Yes! He has no excuse to talk here badly because he's a multi-million subscriber channel owner. He does live stream, he does all of these things, he's a spokesperson, blah, blah, blah. Okay?
Okay. Well, either way, there's a lot of live streamers even. Hey. I still believe it. There's a lot of people that never talk about sensitive topics because they will always step on their own words. They'll always say something stupid. They will make themselves sound like assholes, and they'll do it wrong. And that's why most people don't talk about...
No, most people don't talk about it because they don't mistake these things. Most people just don't want those things to be out. It's really hard. It's really hard to portray yourself negatively if there's nothing negative to portray yourself about.
Topics. It's not because they don't have opinions about them. It's because they don't trust themselves to communicate properly, which I understand. Mistakes happen, and especially whenever people want to take you out of context. I totally get that. I don't think that this guy, I don't think that this guy is used to dealing with stuff like this, to be totally honest with you. I really don't. And I think...
Wait, someone just commented, like Mizkif. Oh, that's a ban, bruh. Oh, that is a ban, boy. Like Mizkif, that is a ban, boy. Asmongold is gonna ban your whole family tree because you said that.
Because he's not used to dealing with it. He's just handling...
Oof, it is what it is, boys. Actually, should we just leave it like this? Okay.
It in the... in the most emotional way possible. That's basically it. Yeah, he's just handling it in an emotional way. He's panicking. Yeah, he's panicking. Exactly. Yeah. It's like, in a fucking raid wipe. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then you fuck up and you do something wrong that you wouldn't have normally done. He's not used to getting called out. Yeah. And by thousands, millions of people, yeah, it's crazy. So that's just what I think. So stop on ban people call him stupid. Me or somebody else? Oh no, this is just somebody else who's mad. Listen, I understand that you might not be happy with the topic that I'm covering right now, but if you express that, I'll just permanently ban you. It doesn't really matter to me. Your participation in chat is irrelevant, and there's plenty of other people that will just replace you in a second. So go watch somebody else and replace me too. That's what I think. Get out of here. Anyway, we'll watch the second clip.
That seems completely uncalled for in a... Oh, but, okay, that's fine.
Clip is wild. Perm bent twice? Yeah, he's already been replaced. Exactly.
Even if I survive this somehow, even if this is like, people are like, well, whatever, that's how it is.
Right.
No.
It's gonna take the passion out of what I do. People aren't gonna trust me ever again.
No.
I'm not gonna trust myself ever again, and I'm just gonna walk away from all this. Like this is like me being like, great, so I'm out. Not just of content creation or being an online personality. I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna disappear and start over and never talk to anyone ever again. Even if I survive this somehow, even if this is like...
That's it? Well, I mean, like, that's certainly gonna solve the problem. Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, well, again, his life is over. Doesn't matter the outcome. It's over. I really want to see him sue Cuddle Jobs and Mudahar. That would be funny.
And, fuck. Like, I don't think that even this is that problematic. I really don't. Like, I don't think that these clips are... Of course he's concerned about his image.
Wait, what did this guy say? Gerard's concern is not about making sure the charity money gets into the right hands. All he cares about... Well, the charity money has already gotten in the right hands. What do you mean? It doesn't matter. He even threatens to quit YouTube if Carl... He doesn't threaten to quit YouTube. He says that's most likely going to be the outcome. And that's completely believable. Man, these clips are wild. Asmon's completely right. This is not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, duh. I mean, this is like his career. He's been working at this for 10 years. Of course he's going to be upset about this. It's like, why are we expecting a person who, in an incredibly stressful situation, to not care? Well, of course he's going to care about his career. Duh. Sociopath behavior?
No.
This is sociopath behavior? I don't think so at all.
Not at all.
I think he's just expressing how he feels.
Also, I'll just throw in, Asmongold probably doesn't know what sociopathic behavior is. But no, this is not at all. Of course you're gonna care about yourself. The money's donated. What do you mean? There's nothing left from that. What are you gonna do? Crazy people.
Straight up. I really don't think this is sociopath behavior, guys. Like, I think that, again, of this entire topic...
I saw people... I haven't watched this. I haven't watched, actually, the conversation. It seems pointless to me at this point because it's most likely boring. Because, yeah, as we can see from the clips, if this is what people think is damning, I'm sorry. It's just stupid. But I saw that... I need to remember this correctly, but I saw someone talk about this situation. Was this a highlight comment or something like that? And from somewhere, and they essentially the point was this: oh, he didn't donate the money. He's not even thinking about the people who he harmed and the lives he ruined by not donating this money. What kind of magical lives did he ruin by not donating this money? It's like that is so much implication right there. That it's absolutely crazy. And people are trying to make this all about, oh, think about the people who donated the money to this and it didn't donate. That ruined probably their lives. Well, if you're so concerned about ruined lives, then the completionist probably has a lot of people working under him. People who are, by the way, completely blatantly innocent here. But now everyone is happily calling for his destruction in every way. I mean, do you not care about the people who are working under the completionist and have absolutely nothing to do with this situation? Who need that job to feed themselves, feed their families? I mean, people are so blatantly just, well, what's the word here? Evil? Self-righteous? Self-righteous probably is the better word here. Because they're fine with everyone who is involved and innocent with Gerard losing their income, their livelihood. But the people who donated $5, those are the real victims. It's pretty crazy how wild people get with this stuff.
I have been more fair than I think anybody else.
Obviously,
I've tried to see his perspective on these things.
Obviously, Asmund, you are the main source of truth in this world. You have never non-objectively looked at anything, and your input on any situation is the right one.
And
True.
all I'm saying with this is that I don't think that this is an indication that he is a bad person. I just...
He's right about that, though, magically.
I don't think so. It's kind of weird to react like that if he truly believed that there's no mismatch with the numbers, though. Because if there...
Why? No, that's he knows that his life is over. Again, the mismatch of numbers doesn't matter here. Again, every person in the world could sign a ledger saying, yeah, the completionist is completely innocent in this situation, and people would still call him guilty. That's how the world works. He is done. His reputation doesn't exist anymore.
When the money went out, I think none of them would have the issue other than thinking he's an idiot. Well, that's not what happened, though. Like, I know the whole topic and, like, everything about it, so, yeah, that's not really what happened. He's too emotionally aware. Yeah, I mean, he's seeing all his work go up in smoke. He's freaking out. It's normal. Yeah, this is totally normal. I don't think that this part of it... And, like, if I was Carl or Mudahar in the call, I'd be like, yeah, man, that really sucks that we're about to do this. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's going to totally ruin your life. So it's going to be out on Monday at 9, so you can set your alarm and watch it then. You can read the comments. So, yeah, I'm sure you're really upset. You probably got a lot of people to tell, and it must be horrible for you. And I'm really sorry. I'm sorry you did this to yourself.
I want to see what happens when he sues them, because that's 100% happening. Because Coddle, again, like, the Mudahar and Coddle Jobs fanboys are completely out of pocket at this point about this. Like, both of Coddle and Mudahar fans are currently actively going through the internet and saying, no, Coddle Jobs never called the completionist a scammer. Every single video Coddle Jobs has made about this topic, he blatantly comes out and calls him some kind of scammer, embezzler, or something like that. Coddle Jobs blatantly, at this point, has said that the completionist should be in jail pretty much for scamming people and committing frauds and whatnot. Mudahar has not explicitly stated that, but any sane person obviously is gonna say, yeah, Mudahar is also insinuating that he has scammed people and embezzled money. And a lot of people are currently trying to rewrite history. While those videos, by the way, where they blatantly say these things, are still up. Because again, there's literally videos from Coddle. There's multiple videos from Muda. I don't remember if then on the second video he says it, but you need to be so much bad faith to not say, oh yeah, Mudahar and Coddle Jobs. No, they are not insinuating that the completionist is a charity fraudster scammer that takes money from people and misuses funds. Oh no, they're not saying that at all. You need to be so abnormally bad faith to claim that. That's absolutely insane. Like, dude, claim it. No one cares if you claim it. Just stick with your guns. If you believe he is a scammer, well, you can believe that. There's no problem with that. If you believe he's innocent, believe that. There's no problem with that.
Shouldn't have done it. But that's the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. If he's really innocent, why bother a lawsuit? Well, I think that he's,
If he's innocent, why bother a lawsuit? That's the stupidest sentence anyone has probably ever said.
Trying to do the best. Why can't he just accept the fact that he fucked up and try his best at redemption? Well, because he's probably talking to them, He's talking to me. He never expected this to be recorded or made live, right? Public. And so that's probably why, because he wasn't talking as if he was speaking to an audience. He was speaking candidly. Like, most people, you have to remember, like, most people, like, they just care about themselves. It's just that simple. And
all people
is he stressful again? Yeah, I think it makes sense, right? The points lost without Carl's video. Oh no, I get it. A lot of people struggle accepting whenever they screw up. Yeah. But either way, guys, I did see a little bit about this. I'm going to be totally honest, guys. I really don't think that this moves the needle at all for me. I don't feel like he's a worse person because of this. I don't feel like he's a better person because of this. I don't think that, you know, he deserves sympathy because of this.
Yeah, I don't exactly understand what people are trying to insinuate by this. He's bad because he's not constantly apologizing to some magical victims that no one can even point out? Okay.
I simply don't give a fuck. I think this is totally irrelevant. What you're hearing are the inner thoughts of a person whose career is going up in flames. Of course he's stressed out. No fucking shit. Now he lit the match. So whose fault is it, really? But the reality is that, you know, of course he's stressed out. And yeah, they took his fucking NPC out of Sea of Stars. He's not in there anymore, and his career's basically fucking ruined. So, you know, rip Bozo. That's just the way it goes.
Again, I wonder how the actual ending of this is. Because you need to understand one thing. There's only two possible endings to this situation. Ending A. Something actually gets uncovered at this point that puts the completionist in jail or, you know, whatever, because there was something, there was intended fraud, which is blatantly almost impossible probably at this point, unless the golf tournament and what I discussed in the previous video, because I do think there's one thing that definitely could be embezzlement if it happened the way that it is described. And that is about the Twitch streams and what he said there and how things happened. Watch the past video if you want to know about that. I can't explain it in 30 seconds. It's too complicated. But yeah. So, if he doesn't go to jail, he is suing Karl Jobst and Mudahar. And he is most likely winning. Because they have completely destroyed his career. The completionist's life was... any source of income, anything that he did as a person, as a name, is completely over because of Karl's and Mudahar's actions. This is gonna be wild. The ending to this, I don't know how long it's gonna take. Maybe a year for all of this to end. You know, investigations, you know, from the government, if they're looking into him, are gonna take long. It's not gonna be a month probably, right? You know, stuff like that is gonna take a long time. So, I want to see the ending. I can't wait. Put me in cryostasis. I you know, a year or two, so I can see the ending of this. This is gonna be lit. This is gonna be amazing. Anyway,
goes.
Is there anything else?
I mean, you shouldn't have done it. I really don't think it's
no. Anyway, this was Quizzer Said. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye bye.